Hey guys, welcome to Kerr A-side. So, welcome to A417 in Kerr Hall at UNT. So, we're gonna start this tour off right here. This is the door. As you can see, this little peephole. And I will say that if you're on the shoulder side, you might have to go on your tippy toes to see. But, you know, it's very helpful for all the knocking and the ding door ditches that you're gonna get throughout the year if you're living in Kerr, I will be honest. But yes, here is the evacuation. We've never had to do this, luckily. I'm grateful, I'm surprised, but I'm grateful. But yes, this is our Bertram tapestry. Now, funny story about this, Isabelle actually decided to order this just because we loved it. And we actually had a fish called Bertram. That was our third fish, by the way. A fish called Bertram at the beginning of the year, and he was a red fish. And then like a week before this came in, Bertram died. So we had a whole funeral. I'll put the little clip here. But now we have this kind of as a memory as our beautiful fish Bertram. And that was red. So yeah, R.I.P. Bertram. So now, moving on forward, this is the bathroom. We have this beautiful sign, fall zone. Originally it was on the outside door, then we realized the hers. So we had to move it inside. And this is for the bathroom, sorry, my accent. Moving on, this is my side. The one thing I will say about Kerr A-side is that it's hard to move things around, especially since we got this wonderful couch. Hello. So this couch, I had it in my bedroom at home, and I was like, you know I'm not gonna want to just sit on my bed or sit at my desk. I'm gonna want some flex seating. So I thought, Isabelle, do you want me to bring the couch? And she said yes. So we bought the couch. But yeah, since we have this couch, it definitely makes things, doesn't make things hard. You can't move things around. But personally, I'm okay with that because I like the setup. But it also does make things cramped. But it's just kind of choosing. So it makes it homier and cozier, but there's going to be some cons. Looking at my side, you can kind of tell by the couch, the layout, the photos. I was going for more of a beachy vibe because I knew coming here, college is not the happiest. Well, at least the classes. So I knew I wanted to come back and feel happy and summery. So that's what I made me decide my theme. I will say when it came to Christmas time, it was kind of hard switching the vibe, but it's fine because now it's spring and we're good again. So this is the desk area. This is the desk that they provide you with, and then in Kerr they provide you with these swivel chairs. I'm not gonna say why because it's kind of sad and depressing, but there's a reasoning for these chairs. But yeah, I got this mirror from Amazon. Everything that I can link, I'll link in the bio. So this is my mirror. Don't mind the little dirt, but this is my mirror. I got it off Amazon for about $40, and at first when I was getting it, I was like, do I need this? But no, I'm very glad I got this because I'm someone that does my skincare, my makeup everywhere on my desk. So having this was very helpful, and it's very bright, so you don't have to worry about even having a desk lamp. This is my desk lamp, and because of my mirror, it actually doesn't have a bulb. It's just here for the decor and the aesthetic, and I think I got it from TJ Maxx, but I just keep my pencils and pens. And then I have this picture from orientation. Here's the photo. It has Toast and Kalechi, my friend Bree. So yeah, obviously my makeup brushes. I just thought this was cute, so I have it here. Going over here, we have my LED light. It says sun, sand, surf. I don't surf. I like the sand and I see the sun every day, but this makes me happy. So just these photos I printed at CVS. This one I just got it off Pinterest. And then this is Mombasa because I'm Kenyan, if you don't know. I'm Kenyan, so this is Mombasa. It's like a beach coast in Kenya, so I just have it there just to have a little bit of me. And then I have my bags over here. This is from Shein. This was a birthday present, and then this is a little tote bag. And then I keep my shoes over here. They're just kind of scattered. So if you look over here, I have two beautiful paintings that my friends did of me. I don't know what the reference was for some of them, but I like to keep them here as memories. But yeah, those are me. And then here's my little fridge. I have a freezer on top and then like regular fridge on the bottom. I will say I got this fridge because I knew I'll use the freezer, but I won't lie, I haven't used the freezer since last semester, and even the things I kept in the freezer I barely ate. I would recommend that you also get a fridge that's big enough, because you're probably not going to use the freezer anyway, realistically, because I thought I would, but I didn't. So now moving on to here, these are my dressers. I have these two I use, and then this one I keep water in so I can just easily transport it to my fridge. But yeah, these are very helpful. I will say with Kerr, like, they have a lot of storage. Some of them you don't really need, but you have a lot of storage if you need them. And then these are just some random things, a little package, a bubble package. If you don't know, I'm a bubble ambassador, and you can use my code on the screen to get 10% off. So yes. And then this is a little bunny that my friend made me for my birthday. Very cute. And this is the little rolly cart that you'll probably see in almost every college video ever. So on the bottom I keep my bath stuff, then my hair stuff, and then these are just my daily stuff, lotion, floss, mouthwash, just the daily stuff. So yes, up here is my bed. My bed is definitely close to the ceiling, but honestly I like it like that. Honestly, I like the twin XLs. A lot of people don't like them, but I love them. It's like roomy but cozy at the same time, so I love it. And Isabelle had the smart idea of putting a pool noodle right here because I always hit my head. So she got one for hers and she gave me one. So very helpful. I 100% recommend this. Now, coming here, this is another thing that Kerr A-side offers that no other dorm really offers. It's just this amount of storage. So right here I have my bookshelf. I have all these books from home that I just wanted. I have my Diary of a Wimpy Kid collections. I have some more at home, but these are the ones I wanted to bring.
Have you read any of them?
Yes, I have. Oh, wait, anyway.
Like in college.
Oh, in college. You see,
No, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh, the Diary of a Wimpy Kids. I started No Brainer, but you know, at this point, collecting Diary of a Wimpy Kid has more so become a hobby than for necessarily reading enjoyment. I feel like people may not know, but I actually am at a higher reading level than that. So
really,
yeah,
cool.
So they're really just for decoration and for collectors' purposes. And then I have my other books. I have the Jane Austen novels, some Harry Potter, and of course my lovely Bible, amen. And then I have this little lily that I got. It's fake. A little fake lily from an event from church. Obviously, going back to the theme, I have these little flower lights. I love them. And then these hair clips. And then this little dog for whatever reason, because it was yellow. This is actually an award I got at my Her Campus gala at the end of the year. I got social media member of the year because I'm on the social media team, so congratulations to me. And then I have this little camera I got. I never use it. I want to start using it more. Trust, this year I'll start using it. I have another little birthday card from my friend again, love it. And then I have this little rubber ducky with AK. I think that's an AK. I don't know. Another clippy, and then this cute little tumbler a friend from high school gave to me and Isabelle. It has our names on it and everything. I love it. It's so cute. Going up here, I have just most of my scents, some more lotions as well, but mainly my scents. Right now, I love using the Sol de Janeiro chorizo.
Not chorizo.
Churros. The Sol de Janeiro 62, but the perfume version. That's what I have. I have this clock again. No batteries, just aesthetic purposes. And then I have this cute little prom photo from high school, some mugs, and just some other decor. Not decor, some other stuff. I have my bowls and my cups. One thing I will say is a lot of people say not to bring utensils and bowls and plates to college, but for me, at home I always clean my dishes. We always did everything by hand, so I feel like when I came to college I was already used to it. And I feel like you don't eat in your dorm as much as people think. Like, I only use it when I'm eating like ramen, and that's not every day. Usually I'm at the dining hall. So like, of course you could buy paper plates and stuff, but for me, having the plastic ones, it wasn't really that bad for me. And then up here is where I keep all my food stuff. So fruit snacks, cereal, Pringles. I don't know why I got these. This was a waste of money because I don't eat Pringles like that. But yeah, Nutri-Game bars. I also have some Velvetas in there, but yeah. And I don't know what it is about college students and Capri Suns, but everybody always got Capri Sun, and I love my Capri Sun. And I always have to restock because every time people come here, they drink my Capri Sun. Oh, and this water bottle from Walmart. I would definitely say drink your water. And then again, the couch, the better view. It says ciao. That's Italian. So yes, I love this couch because you can pull it out and it actually turns into a little futon. So sometimes if we have visitors and they sleep over, they sleep on there. Or like whenever it's during the day and we don't feel like getting on our bed, me and Isabelle will take a little nap. So yes.
And it hides our ugly wall.
It does. So yes, and then here's our sink area. This is a trash can I got. It's supposed to have batteries that you can push open, but we just open it because it's not that deep. And then they give you 2 trash cans. One of them's in the bathroom. Me and Isabelle didn't know until halfway through last semester that this actually opened. So we put our little cleaning supplies in there. And yeah, so the mirror. And then here's my closet. I will not be showing my closet today, but yes, this is Hakuna Matata because I'm Kenyan again. I just bought it from home for a little piece of home. And then it says meet me at the beach, which is really cute. I just got it on Shein.
We actually, fun fact, have a beach view.
We do have a beach view. I'll insert a picture here right now. So that's our beach view from outside of our window. And then up here is just some more storage. It might be a jump scare.
That's our little friend.
This is Alicia. Yes, I got her in cosmetology school, like to practice braiding and such on there. I have more storage containers, a big one for moving, and my little suitcase whenever I'm traveling and such. So yeah, but that's what I love about Kerr, A side at least, is that there's so much storage. So yes, like when it comes to dorming, you really have to pick your battles. If you know that you're not always gonna have people over and you don't really care about a cramped space, but you need storage, I'll say choose Kerr A because it's amazing. But yes, and then Isabelle decided to bring her wonderful TV, and this is a lovely unique factor of our room, is that we have a little rolly TV where we also have the Wii, the Wii, and oh my gosh, the amount of times me and Isabelle played what's it called?
The Wii tennis.
Wii tennis, that was so fun. Definitely some of my highlights of the year. Just Dance for anything else, but yeah, I really loved having the TV because sometimes after class I'll be tired, so I'll just come here, watch a little movie and such. So yes, definitely recommend, because Isabelle didn't buy this TV, she had it at home. She just had to buy the little TV stand, and yeah, but I'll definitely recommend this. It definitely added to the experience. And now we're gonna go over to Isabelle, so her side.
So this is my side. This is my bed. I have mine lower than Casey because I was tired of struggling to get up and down every day. Under here, it's kind of cramped, but we've got my desk. We have like drawers. These bits pull out for if you have company and you need to like kind of scoot out. And then we have a little cubby, I guess. But I've got
very dark.
It is very dark. Oh, I've got like snacks. That's all of my snacks basically. I've got a little whiteboard that chalkboard that I write everything down on. My dresser. I've got my little bathroom holder of things. I have a water filter, although there's no filter in there. A toaster. I've got our microwave right here. My fridge. I don't really have anything in here. I've got, let's see, waffles. And I've got like a can and leftover sticks.
That's college!
I've got all of my school supplies, which I've never used. I've got a mirror that I thought I was gonna use. If you're like me, I like to stand while I get ready. So I stand at our sink and I get ready. This is like my version of Casey's rolly cart, but mine's just drawers. So I've got like medicine, extra things, my shelves. I'm packing everything up, so all of my stuff's not here. But I've got my food stuff. I've got a toolbox, which actually has come in handy a couple times. I've got some Legos, pictures, and then up here is just like what I'm packing up. And then onto my closet, so you can see what our closets look like. So this is what our closets look like. You've got space back here, so I've got my shower caddy, I've got some extra clothes, I've got kind of like my rotation of what I actually wear, and then you've got drawers for like anything else, and then back there I've got all of our cleaning stuff. Up here I've got some more cleaning stuff, and then I'm able to hide my laundry hamper in there.
It's a lot of space, guys. Like it's genuinely a lot of space.
It's a big closet.
It's a human, yes, for a dorm it's crazy.
Yeah, that's my side.
That's Isabelle's side. Now we're entering the fart zone, so all of you guys can see. You have to make sure you knock. This is the fart zone. It's a little light. We'll flicker a little in there. But this is the A-side bathroom. It's honestly, I've seen worse. It's not that spacious as you can see, but it gets the job done. Here's our little toilet area. We keep like our cleaning stuff for the toilet, our poopery, air freshener, toilet paper, trash can, you know. This is our suite mate side, and then this is our side. And this is the shower. I'll give you guys a perspective. This is the little shower. Not really spacious at all. I've seen bigger, I've seen smaller, you don't know. This is the shower head. It's, in my opinion, it's enough space. I mean, if you're not a stallion, but it's really good. But yeah, there's not much to show. That's the bathroom. But I would have loved to see if I was you guys. So yes. And that brings us to the end of the tour. I'm so glad that I got to experience dorming, especially at UNT. If you go to UNT, you know it's more so a commuter school, so the dorming situation is very interesting to see. But I loved every segment of it. I loved the dorms. It definitely could have been worse. I've seen worse. I'm so grateful to have a sweet bathroom. I did not want any communal bathrooms, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, and I'm just grateful for the dorming experience that I got to have, because I've definitely seen terrible cases. But yeah, that was the little dorm room. I would definitely recommend Kerr A-side to anybody coming to UNT. It's valid, and it's really what you make it. If you want to leave your dorm room boring and lame and sad, it's gonna be boring, lame and sad. But if you put in the little effort to make it cute, it can definitely feel homey. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys felt like you saw and got to see how it will be to come to UNT if you're coming, or just to see what a dorm is kind of like in college. But yeah, definitely like, subscribe, follow for more, and yeah, I love you guys. See you guys next time.